Good morning, everyone. How are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
Doing good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. My dear students, today we will be continuing with lesson number 6, the rainbow. In the previous session, we have completed understanding the entire poem, right? I had requested all of you to go through the same. Have you been able to do that? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Did you
Yes, ma'am.
find anything difficult to read or understand in that entire
No, ma'am.
poem?
No, ma'am.
No, sure. It's a very simple one, right? Okay, okay, very good. So, my dear students, today I'll be asking you some questions based on the poem so that I can be sure that all of you have understood it clearly. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, very good. Anna Mary, unmute and tell me, where do the boats sail?
The boat sail on the rivers.
Fantastic, good. I'm happy to say that without me telling you or giving you any instruction, you have given me the answer in a complete sentence. Good, well done. I request everybody else also to follow the same pattern. Okay, always. Okay. Serafina, unmute and tell me, where do the ships sail? Where do the ships sail?
River.
What did I say just now? All of you need to give me the answers only in complete sentences.
The
Huh?
boat sail in the
On the, not in. Do they go inside the water? No, they don't. They float on the water, right? They sail on the water. So say the same and answer one more time.
The boat sails on the
Rivers.
river.
But my dear, I asked you about the ships, right? So tell me about the ships.
The ship sails on the
Hmm.
English.
On the seas.
On the sea.
The ships sail on the seas.
Seas.
The ships sail on the seas.
The ship sails on the seas.
On the seas. Yes, you're right. Okay, very good. The ships sail on the seas. Serafina, thank you. Krishna Raj, unmute. Where do the clouds sail? Krishna Raj, where do the clouds sail?
The clouds sails
The clouds.
across the sky.
One more time.
The clouds sail across the sky.
Very good. The clouds sail across the sky. Okay, very good. Then, dear Denny, what are the man-made structures built on the rivers?
Ma'am, can you tell the question again?
Yeah, can you ask the question again?
Can you ask the question again?
Because questions are always asked. Right there?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Definitely, I will. What are the structures built on rivers? Name them.
Bridge.
Ishan, please wait. Yes. What? Name the structures built on the rivers.
Ma'am, boat.
Built or constructed on the rivers.
Ma'am,
Have a look at the poem. Others, please mute. Think. Think. I'll come back to you. Yes, Rida, try. Name the structures built or constructed on the rivers.
Bridge.
Bridges.
Bridges.
Yes, bridges are built on the rivers.
Bridges are built on the rivers.
Very good. Bridges are built on the rivers. Very good. Thank you. Parvana, unmute and tell me, what is the poet comparing the beauty of the bridges with? The poet is comparing. No. Think, listen, think, and then tell me the answer. The poet, as we all know here in this particular poem, The Rainbow, the poet is comparing the beauty of the naturally occurring things with the beauty of the artificial or man-made things, right? For example, the poet compares the beauty of the boats and ships with the clouds, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay. And then in the second stanza of the poem, the poet is once again comparing the beauty of the artificial or man-made bridges across the rivers with another thing, another naturally occurring beautiful and colorful thing. What is that? Yes, Avantika, unmute. Avantika, unmute.
Bow.
Which bow, my dear? Be specific. Sorry?
Rainbow.
Rainbow. Yes, very good. The poet is, in the second stanza, the poet is comparing the beauty of the man-made bridges which are constructed on the rivers with the beauty of the colorful rainbow, which acts as a bridge between the earth and the sky. Okay? Yes, we have, in the poem, we have read and understood that the rainbow bridges heaven. In this particular poem, the word heaven means the sky. The word heaven means the sky. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Are you able to understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me share the screen. I'll show you some images, some of which we have already seen in the previous sessions. We will go through it and things will be clearer to us. Okay? Yes, my dear students? Okay. Just give me some time. Zishan. Meanwhile, I want Zishan to unmute and read the first 3 lines of the poem. Come on, Zishan.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Boat sail on the river.
Yeah.
And ships sail on the seas that sail across the sky.
Once again.
There are boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas, but clouds that sail.
Now only the first 3
across the
lines.
sky.
Only the first 3 lines. Read them one more time. Zishan, you are going a bit too fast.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas.
Very good. Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas. Now read the last line. But
clouds that sail across the sky
are
yes, ma'am, are prettier than those.
Prettier than these, not those, these.
These.
Yes. So, okay. My dear students, I want everybody to observe here. T-H-I-S, this. We always use this word, right? See, again, I said this word. This. Okay. The plural of this is these. These. We have learned this in first standard, right? This, the plural is these. Okay, when there is one thing near us, we use the word this. When there are more than two things near us, we use the word these. Okay, this is a pen. These are pens. Right? Are you able to recollect? These. Okay. And when there is one thing that is far from us, we use the word that. The plural of that is those. Those. That. The plural form is those. That is a fan. Those are fans. Okay. When there is something far from us, only one thing, we use the word that. When there are two or more things far from us, we use the word those. Okay. Good effort, Zishan. Thank you. Now, Nora, unmute. Nora, unmute. Tell me the name of the poet.
Christina Georgina Rossetti.
Yes, very good. The poet of this poem, The Rainbow, is Christina Rossetti, and her complete name is Christina Georgina Rossetti. Okay, she was born on 5th December 1830. 1830, and she passed away on 29th December 1894. This is only for your information. Keep that in mind, my dear students. Okay. Yes, then she was a British national. British national. Okay. What is our nationality? What is the name of our nation? What is the name of our nation?
England.
India. India. The name of our nation is India. Our country, nation or country are one and the same. So our nationality is Indian.
India.
Indian. Our nationality is Indian. We are Indians.
We are in
Indians. Okay. Similarly, the nationality of Christina Rossetti is British. She is a British national. Okay. She is a British national. Okay. And some of her famous works are Goblin Market and Remember. Goblin Market and Remember are two of her famous works. Okay. Now, I request Arfin to unmute and read the poem once again.
boats sail on the rivers
Mm.
and ships sail on the sea.
Seas. On the seas.
On the seas.
Mm.
But clouds that sail across the sky.
Mm.
There are
Are. There is not there. Are.
prettier than these.
These. Yes, very good. Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas. But clouds that sail across the sky are prettier. The meaning of the word prettier is more beautiful. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Prettier means more beautiful. So once again, let me tell you, my dear students, that here in the first stanza of the poem, the poet is trying to tell us that the beauty of the boats and the beauty of the ships is much lesser as compared to the beauty of the naturally occurring clouds. So what is the poet trying to tell us here? What is the poet trying to tell us here? I want one of you to try and tell. Yes, Anunaya. What is the poet trying to tell us here in the first stanza of the poem? Anunaya, yeah. What is the poet trying to tell us here? The poet is trying to tell us that.
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. I will tell you once again. Ameya, unmute. What is the poet trying to say here?
Ma'am?
The poet is trying to tell us that. Which is more beautiful as per the poet? The beauty of what is more beautiful?
Very beautiful.
The clouds. Yes, Arfin. The poet is trying to tell us that the beauty of the clouds which sail across the sky is much more than the beauty of the boats and ships which sail on the water. Understood, my dear students? The poet is emphasizing, giving more importance to the beauty of the naturally occurring things as compared to the beauty of the man-made or artificial things. Understood, Ameya? Yes. Okay, good. Pranav, what is this?
Boat.
Boat. Where does it sail?
Boat sails on the rivers.
Boats sail on the rivers, not sails. Boats sail on the rivers. What about this, Rashid? Thank you, Pranav.
Yes, ma'am.
What is this? The big vessel.
Ship.
Ship. Very good. And where do the ships sail?
Ships sail on the seas.
Fantastic. Thank you. Then, Adnan, what do you see in this image?
And clouds.
Clouds. Where do they sail?
In the sky.
I want a complete sentence.
The cloud sails in the sky.
Not in. They move from one corner of the sky to the other corner. So what is the word that we use for that?
On.
No.
Ma'am, Agnes can try.
No. Aiden, sit properly. Across. Adnan, repeat the sentence. The clouds sail.
The cloud sails across.
The clouds sail
The clouds sail
across the sky. Across the sky.
Cloud sails
Across the sky. Across means from one side of the sky to the other side. You must have observed the clouds moving onwards, right? Moving on. All the time they are moving from one side to the other side. So such a movement is called moving across. Moving across. Okay. So where do the clouds sail? The clouds sail across the sky. Across the sky. Okay, good effort. Aiden, read the next line. There are
big bridges on the rivers.
Who is reading? Yes, Aiden, read. Aiden. Aiden dies. Sorry, Aiden Rojo, sorry. Aiden dies, yes. There are
bridges on the river.
Rivers. Rivers. As pretty. Pretty. Not pretty. Pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty. Pretty. Pretty means beautiful. Pretty means beautiful. Beautiful. Pretty means beautiful. Understood, my dear students? What is the meaning of the word pretty? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, Aiden, continue reading. As pretty as you please. Please. As pretty as you please. Yes. But the bow. Bridges. Heaven. And overtops. Overtops the trees. Okay.
And
Yes.
builds a road
Builds a road
from
earth to
sky.
yes. Is prettier. Prettier. Far. F-A-R. Far. Than these. Yes. Okay. Good effort, Aiden Dice. Thank you. Now, Aiden Rojo, unmute and read the first two lines. Aiden Rojo, unmute. Aiden Rojo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, read.
There are bridges on the rivers.
Not divers. Rivers. Rivers. Okay. As pretty.
As you please.
Okay.
But the boat that
Bridges. Heaven. And overtops. The trees.
As builds a road from
And builds. B-U-I-L-D-S. Builds
and builds a road for us.
a road
A road from to
From?
sky.
from earth to sky.
From earth to sky
Is prettier. Prettier.
from
Prettier far.
far
Than these. Okay. Good effort, Aiden Rojo. Thank you. Now, in the second stanza of the poem, the poet is comparing the beauty of the man-made bridges on the rivers. Have a look at this image. This is a man-made bridge which is built on the rivers. Bridge which is built on the rivers to help the people to move from one side of the river to the other side. You all know that bridges can be used for people to cross the rivers, right? Bridges are used by people to cross the river, that is to move from one side of the river to the other side. Whereas the beautiful and colorful rainbow is a God-gifted, is a natural bridge which helps in connecting or which acts as a bridge between the earth and the sky. Once again, I'm telling you that the word heaven in this particular poem wants to speak or tells us about the sky. Sky, the word heaven, bridges heaven, means it connects the earth to the sky and it overtops the trees. Overtops, the meaning of the word overtops is to move over the top of something. Did you notice that in this image, see? We can feel that the rainbow is moving over the top of the tree. Did you notice that? Even a naturally occurring rainbow, when we see it in the sky, we feel that it is moving over the top of all the trees below it. How does the rainbow move? It moves over the top of the trees. The meaning of the word overtops is to move over the top of something. That is why that word is used here. It seems as if the rainbow is overtopping the trees. Overtops. Overtops means to move over the top of something. Is it clear to you all, my dear students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, very good. So now let us learn the meanings. There is no need for you to write. I will be sending the words to you. Okay? I'll be sending the word meanings. Sail. Sail. We have understood that the boats sail on the rivers and the ships sail on the seas. Right? On. We all know that the boats and ships move on the top of the water. On the top part of the water. They don't move inside. Right?
Yeah.
That is why the meaning of the word sail is to float. Something that moves on top of the water is said to be floating. Floating. Do you all play with paper boats? Paper boats? Yeah, when you play with paper boats, you notice that they float on the water, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, only when water gets inside them, they go inside, right?
Yes,
So when they are floating on the top of the water, the word to be used is float. To move on water, to float on water. Okay, so how do the ships do? The ships sail on the seas, not in the seas. They sail on the seas. And what about the boats? They sail on the rivers. Yes, the meaning of sail is to float on water. To float on water. Okay. Heaven, as I told you already in this particular poem, the meaning of the word heaven is sky. 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 Heaven in this particular poem means the sky. Okay. Overtops, as I have already explained many times, goes over the top of something. Goes over the top of something. Okay. My dear students, do you have the rough notebook with you now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please take the rough notebook and now you may write each of these word meanings. Each one you need to write 5 times. Okay, now itself. Come on. Take your rough notebook and write each of these word meanings. Anyways, I'll be sending it to you. So you can write it again neatly in your literature notebook. Now I want you to write only in the rough notebook.
How many times, ma'am?
5 times. Each one 5 times.
Float. Float on.
Mute your devices, all of you. Meanwhile, let me just discuss the past tense forms of some simple words. My dear students, do you remember the 3 basic tense forms?
Float.
Something that we are doing now is a part of which tense?
Present tense.
Now. Doing now.
Meaning.
Doing now. Present tense. Yes, very good. Something that is already completed. Already done. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Past tense. Very good. And something that we are going to do tomorrow or afterwards. Future tense. Future tense. So we will just discuss a few examples of past tense, which is already completed or finished. Ishan, unmute and tell me the past tense of sail. S-A-I-L, sail. What is the past tense? Sail. The past tense of sail.
Janita again.
Yeah, try Janita.
Sails.
Sails. No.
Niharika क्या?
Yes, Niharika, try.
Tail.
Spelling?
T-A-I-L.
S-A-I-L is the word. S-A-I-L, sail. What is the past tense?
Tail.
Sailed. Sailed. There are many other such words which we can convert into the past tense form. Not all. This rule is not applicable to all the words. There are many other more words to which we can add ed at the end of the word and convert it into the past tense form. Okay?
To float. To float.
Sail, sailed. S-A-I-L-E-D. Sailed. Sail, sailed. Jump, jumped. J-U-M-P, jump. J-U-M-P-E-D, jumped. Jump, jumped. Likewise, there are many other words which can be converted into the past tense forms by adding ed at the end of the word. But my dear students, remember that this rule cannot be used for all the words. It is not possible. Let me take another example. Build, to. Build, B-U-I-D, build.
Dam.
What is the past tense of build?
Builded.
No, no. Built. The past tense of build is built. B-U-I-L-T. Built. The past tense of build is built. Built. B-U-I-L-T. Built.
Jam. Jump. Jam.
Jump. Jumped. J-U-M-P-E-D. Jumped.
Jam. Jump. Jam.
Jumped. Okay, my dear students, I request everybody to mute their devices and do the work.
And the past tense also, right?
Yeah, you may write it. Anyway, I'll be sending the notes. At that time also, you can write.
Okay, ma'am.
I want everybody to read the words as and when you are writing them.
Ma'am,
Yes?
write past tense also.
Yeah, you may write.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I finished my work.
Those who have completed, no need to say finish, finish. I can see everybody from here, okay? Let us not disturb the others. Those who have completed the written work, please read. Shiva, are you done with the work?
Ma'am.
Chinmay? Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Adnan completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rishit, have you completed? Rishit,
Yes, ma'am.
yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes?
I can open the video.
It's okay. What is the name? Ameya, right?
No, Rex.
Who?
Rex.
Rex. Okay. Yes, Rex, I noticed that. Are you facing network issues?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fine, Rex. Thank you for informing.
And past tense also read 5 times.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
So let me stop sharing. Yeah. So my dear students, let me wish all of you a very happy and safe Onam. Stay safe and enjoy the festival as well as the holidays. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye bye.
Thank you.